If you have a problem starting your car, it could be that you have way too many items on your key ring. This is exactly what happened to my daughter's Crossfire. This is her key ring, and it killed her ignition switch. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. That way you'll be notified when I upload another video. Now back to the ignition switch. Excessive wear on your ignition switch could be caused from an extra heavy key ring. Ignition switches are made of metal and plastic. Both metal and plastic wears out, but plastic wears out quicker. Think about it. A new switch has no wiggle room when you jiggle the key, but an old switch has massive amount of wiggle. That means contacts are no longer making contact, meaning the car may not start. Many switches activate the safety circuits and fuel pump prior to starting the engine. If the safety circuits are not set up for starting, the car will not start. What are additional symptoms? Starting issues. Electrical problem with accessories. They don't come on when you turn the key. The engine may stall while driving. Because the keys are jingling, they're moving the ignition switch, in turn shutting off the fuel pump. Most ignition switches have 4 positions, 4 taskings, and it's usually mounted on the steering column. What are the additional symptoms? Starting issues. With electrical problem with accessories. They don't come on when you turn the key. The engine may stall while driving because the keys are jingling, moving the ignition switch, in turn shutting off the fuel pump. The first task is to lock or unlock the steering column and transmission on automatic transmission vehicle. Basically, this is what locks your steering wheel and shifter, keeping honest people honest. So, on click 1, you have the following yeses and the following no's. No, oil pressure is not at rated value, and oil pressure safety systems have been temporarily removed from the starting system. No, the alternator is not currently charging the battery. No, the alternator is not producing electrical power for the car to run. No, the exhaust electronic O2 system is not currently checking exhaust through the muffler. No, the starter has not engaged the flywheel and is not turning. No, the coolant pump is not pumping. No, engine timing system has not been checked. The second task is to activate the accessory electrical system. This is the radio and the lights. If your dash lights up, your starting problems may lie elsewhere. But if your lights don't come on, it could be your ignition switch or your battery. The fourth task or click starts the car. Remember, many switches activate or deactivate the safety circuits and fuel pump prior to starting the engine. Meaning, the oil pressure switch is removed from the safety circuits, allowing the car to start. If the oil pressure switch were allowed to stay in the circuit, the car would never start because oil pressure would not be at 18 psi because the oil pump is not pumping yet. Also on this fourth click, the battery is sending electrical power to the starter and not the alternator. The engine is not running, so therefore the alternator is not turning, producing electricity. Also on this click, the starter has to engage the flywheel and rotate or turn the engine. The gear shift position sensor is checked. This sensor checks to see if the car is in park or neutral. So, on click 4, you have the following yeses and the following no's. No, oil pressure is not at rated value, and oil pressure safety systems have been temporarily removed from the starting system. No, the alternator is not currently charging the battery. No, the alternator is not producing electrical power for the car to run. No, the exhaust electronic O2 system is not currently checking exhaust through the muffler. Check in 30 seconds. Yes, the starter has engaged the flywheel and is turning. Yes, the coolant pump is pumping. Yes, engine timing is correct. Now for the third and final click. The third task or click is the run position. After everything is operational, You release the key and it springs back to the engine run position. That is, once the car starts and the safety system has completed its automatic checks, meaning all dash lights go off, the car stays running. So, on click 3, you have the following yeses and the following no's. Yes, oil pressure is rated at value, usually 18 psi. Yes, the starter has disengaged the flywheel. Yes, the alternator is producing electrical power for the car to run. Yes, the alternator is charging the battery. Yes, the coolant pump is pumping. Yes, the engine timing is correct. Yes, the exhaust system is properly putting exhaust through the muffler. And based on your car or truck, all of this happens each time you try to start your car or truck. So the moral of this story is, only have your fob, your door key, and your trunk key on your key ring. Keep everything on a separate key ring in your bag. The average cost for replacing an ignition switch is between $600 and $700. And again, if you like this video, please hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. That way you will be notified when I upload another video. See you next time.